It's been 8 days now since Parliament started. We've not had a debate on Manipur. If the government is insistent, and the Home Minister said this in Parliament last week, that the government is ready for a debate, how does it matter under what rule the debate is taking place? Why don't you start the debate even if it is under 267? Why is the government reluctant to do that?
You know, Zaka, that's a very pertinent question, and I will just say this. That while the Supreme Court has made some very pertinent remarks and raised serious concerns, the BJP is not like other parties and will not say that, oh, because the, notings made by the three-judge bench went against the Manipur state government currently, so we will question the bona fides of the court. No, we don't do that. In fact, Tushar Mehta, the Solicitor General representing the central government, and R. Venkatramani, the Attorney General, again on behalf of the central government, categorically told Justice Chandrachud that if the Supreme Court so desires, the BJP is ready for a Supreme Court monitored probe so that there is no, doubt cast on the bona fides of the investigation process that is currently underway, because the CBI just last week was handed over the Manipur violence case. Now, I just want to say this. Whether it is Rule 176, which allows you to have a discussion with an upper limit of 2.5 hours, or Rule 267, which allows a freewheeling discussion. My limited point is that why is the opposition missing the woods for the trees, getting into the technicalities and semantics, and not allowing a freewheeling discussion on the floor of the House? And I will just, in 10 seconds, tell you that Nirmala Sitharaman very categorically said that the likes of Fawzia Khan, MP from the NCP, the likes of Ranjita Ranjan, MP from the Congress, the likes of Phulon Devi Netam, another Congress MP, the likes of Manoj Jha, another Rajya Sabha MP of the RJD, and Javed Ali Khan, another Rajya Sabha MP of the Samajwadi Party, and a couple of others. There were 11 MPs across a cross-section of India's political diaspora who were ready to debate the Manipur issue wide section 260, wide section 176. Why is it that when Kharge ji started speaking, it was the opposition benches which started heckling him and ensuring that the House was adjourned for the day? Okay. And look at the irony, Zaka, that after Kharge was not allowed to speak on the floor of the House by his own opposition alliance members, Jairam Ramesh says that it was the BJP MPs and the treasury benches which heckled Mallikarjun Kharge. I challenge through your show, I want to ask Mr. Jairam Ramesh, if you have the details, name and shame the BJP MPs who you feel heckled Mr. Kharge and did not allow a discussion on the Manipur issue.
Okay, so let me ask Dr. Amee Yajnik two questions. One, for the last 8 days, we have not had any business transacted, at least in the upper house, because the opposition is insistent that the debate happen under a certain rule, 267, which calls for suspension of all other business and an indefinite discussion. Now, my point is, would you rather lose 8 days without having any discussion whatsoever than be stuck up on which rule the discussion happens, number one? And number two, the point that Sanju Verma made, which Nirmala Sitharaman also outlined today, there are at least 10 opposition MPs who have agreed to a discussion under 176. Why does the rest of the opposition then have a problem?
Your first question, 8 days have been lost and there is no headway. Would you please understand the fact why 8 days are lost? 90 days today of Manipur violence. From the very first day we have been speaking in the parliament and asking for the Honorable Prime Minister to come in the House and make a statement as to what is happening in Manipur, which is a part of India. Besides that, even earlier, before coming to the parliament, all of us have been raising voices at some point or the other at any forum, but no response has come forward from anyone. The Prime Minister is the person who has to come to the parliament, address all the colleagues that yes, this is what is happening in Manipur. The violence is absolutely shameful and we all should practically ask him that what is this governance model that the Chief Minister is coming out and saying that yes, that these are not the only two cases. There are several cases. Several thousand FIRs have been filed, and these are zero FIRs. They have not been transferred to the correct jurisdictional police stations. No investigations are taking place, and the violence is rampant going on in that small state, and no answer is coming forth either from the Honorable Prime Minister in the Parliament, in the House, nor the Home Minister, nor the Law Minister as to what is happening to all the laws of women's safety and security. So I think whether it is 176 or 267, that's not to be discussed here. The question is, why is the Honorable Prime Minister not respecting the House and not coming to the Parliament to make a statement?
Okay.
Why is he not able to make a statement about this rampant, horrendous violence that is taking place?
No, so Amee Yajnik, is the debate more important, or is who speaks in the House more important?
The Prime Minister has to come. He has spoken and tweeted on every smallest minor issues of the world. He has been globe-trotting, but he doesn't want to go to Manipur.
No, please don't use this kind of language.
Can you imagine this? He has to come. He has to come and tell the colleagues. He has to come and tell the Parliament on whose step he bowed his head when he took the oath as the Honorable Prime Minister. He has to come and tell the people of this country what is happening in Manipur.
Okay. One second. I want to go across to